ToyTractorTimes.com is here at the 2015 St. Louis Farm Toy Show with Mitch Corianta. Mitch is a truck builder extraordinaire, always doing great farm-related models, and we've got two good ones at this year's show. Thanks for bringing them out, Mitch.
Thank you. First one we'll start out with is this is one of the M2 C600 Fords. Basically, it was a little semi-tractor hooked to a car hauler that had a Volkswagen in it. Basically, I completely stripped it down, took the paint original that was on there off of it, stretched the frame so that I could mount my custom-built 14-foot grain box with hoist. It simulates basically a stake side wood box, 14-foot out of wood. And like normal, I try and make everything as realistic as I can, so I do make the back end gate open and close. And as you've seen, the hoist did work. And the other thing is on the cab, what I did is I custom built mirrors for it, put in the little marker lights, and then just custom painted it all back up and put it all back together so it resembled an old 1960s grain truck for the farm.
Definitely a big model back then.
Yeah,
very
it was.
Popular.
Yeah.
I think I recently found out that style truck was made by Ford until 1991.
Yeah, this truck was around a long time. There was a bunch of different versions. They started out, I think they started back in like 58 or 59, and then produced it all the way up into the, like you said, the 80s, late 80s.
I was going to ask, did you was the fuel tank underneath there? Was that part of the truck, or did you add that?
The fuel tanks are actually part of the truck that came.
Okay.
And basically all I did is I dismounted them because they go on there with pins. So I dismounted them and then I remounted them the way I wanted them.
Okay.
And just painted them back up and everything. So yep,
Very nice.
were part of the original truck.
Well, it's hard to tell sometimes. You do such good work. That's nice.
Well, thank you. And then my next one here. This is the First Gear R Series Mac, and basically the thing that I did with this is I also took it completely apart, stripped all the paint down. The one thing I wanted to do is the R Series Mac comes with a high mount air cleaner. I turned it into the standard air cleaner. The horns on the R Series Mac come with the horns on the very outside edge of the cab. I've never seen a version that way, so I moved them back in where I think they're supposed to be. Basically assembled everything back up. The grab handles on the side of the cab, I custom put those on. And also, if you look at the door handle is one of Tractor Fab's door handles. So I drilled the holes and stuck the door handles in. So then other than that, stretch the frame. This is my Napahide 3D printed box this time around because I had custom built one before and decided that it was too complicated, so I had one 3D printed. This one has the 1-foot grain tip top left off of it, so I put a 26-inch cattle rack raised on it. And because back then in the 70s, farmers would haul their own cattle in so they could use it both ways. You could use it for grain and use it for cattle. End gate in the back. If you actually take and take me a little bit here, but grab this rope. That end gate will open, so you can let your cattle in and out. I couldn't make it heavy enough so that it'll close back up, but we can get her closed back up. And then just hook my rope back again here. Oh, come on. And then so that if you wanted to, you take the cattle rack back off when you got home, and if you needed to haul grain, you got to make sure there's a hoist underneath it, so I put my hoist underneath it also.
That is a great looking truck. Definitely good for multi-use. I guess you could have hauled silage in it too.
Yeah, you could, yep.
Well, thank you for sharing these two great trucks, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with next time.
All right, thank you.
Have a good year. Thank you.
Yep.